No, it's okay.
All right, YouTube, what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
What's
I
going
got
on, brother?
two fine gentlemen with me here today. You know, got DJ Bernard, and I
Yep.
got Bishop over here. And we're gonna be spitting some of the realest stuff you can spit, man. Just come at you with nothing but truth, man, and see, how y'all just take it, discern it, and let it marinate and resonate. All right. So without further ado, we're gonna get into this, man. And the first topic we was talking about was this thing with Trump. This guy, the whole thing is just crazy how nothing happened to him before the situation, but something happened to his lawyer. I just think that was interesting. If that was the case, how come nothing
But,
happened to him back in the day?
but let me bring something to you interesting about this whole case. This is really a big time distraction on a lot of fronts. One, what is the day? Well, outside of the day being my mother passed away 5 years ago, right? Just putting it up. Daggone. You also had today was also assassination of Martin Luther King Jr., right? Okay. Yesterday they told you that Mr. Trump would indict 34 counts. What was yesterday, Frank? 4334. All right.
Mm.
See that, right? Over the weekend, didn't they announce that Maryland had to pay a $34 million malpractice lawsuit? They keep on throwing a number out there again. But that's another story. I'm not getting into that right now. I want to get a little bit deeper here. On the same time with this so-called indict, yes, it is some BS, Junior, Coach Train, yes. But let me say this, and that's what Judge Brown actually told me. He was like, me being, I used to work in corrections. He was saying that, but if somebody say you're a DJ or, you like to do this stuff, talk to you, they could come out to me, they could come out to you, they could come out to anybody. As a matter of fact, they actually coming to me anyway. But that's the reason why I haven't been able to go live in a month for something that happened January 12th of 2021. That's how long they went back in archives for me. See what I'm saying? But what I'm bringing to you is with the Donald Trump thing. If you look at it, around the same time, this when Biden, the Comer, the House Republican rep, put out that Biden and Hunter had been what? Getting money from China. And then they started talking about the Trump indictment stuff. Then they didn't, they said they weren't going to indict him, and then they came back and they did. See what I'm saying?
Mm.
But with a woman has already been ordered to pay him money, Stormy Daniels already had to pay Trump money before in a defamation suit in 2018. And guy had to, about a 9-second court of appeals had to pay him again.
Mm.
So he
Was
actually
the 100,000, right? The
yeah,
100,000 was coming.
and she actually, to be honest with you, wrote a letter that said they never had no affair. So what is that?
Mm. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
just distractions, man. Something.
So yes, distraction from the US dollar, which China, South Africa, Russia, another
South
couple
Africa.
other countries going to the BRICS agreement. The US dollar, it would be nothing more than a footnote. The Fed Now program just started on April 1st. April Fools, I put a joke on you.
Mm.
But pull it up later.
And they can start that digital currency, huh? What you think? I think that.
That's how they doing it, baby. Get you looking this way, and I'm coming in the back door with something else. Ain't that right, Bishop? So when somebody distracting you, that's what they doing.
Mm.
How you feel about that, Bishop? Don't they distract you like that?
Very definitely. They're very definitely. And that's what they're doing with us. So many things are happening behind the scenes. They want us to be focused on the left where things are happening on the right and behind us that are going to be much more devastating than whether a former president had paid off a call girl, a porn star.
I'm ask you another question. There was a politician, or maybe not a politician, but it was the governor of Maryland not him, but one of his attorneys or something like that was found killed. His name was Roy McGrath. Did you hear the news making any talk about it? Because he got killed. That happened. He been there and man on him for 3 weeks in a row. They finally found somebody killed him. Killed him in Tennessee. Come think about it. Wow. Everything going down in Tennessee, ain't it, Bishop?
Exactly. Look like it. Yeah, everything going on down there.
Yeah.
You have Nashville. You have now you're having everything down there. Everything's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Is that mere coincidence? I don't. I think it's more than a coincidence. But
I have a friend of mine that told me a long time ago, Bishop. There are no coincidences. Everything happened for a reason.
That's true. I believe that too.
Yeah. Because if you didn't believe it, somebody doing it. That's what they always say. I can't believe somebody did it. Somebody else done it before.
Every time.
When people get scammed, don't they scam? Don't other people scam too?
That's true.
As a matter of fact, I want to bring something up. That was a little bit of a scam even down in Knoxville last week, because that school had been participating in the active shooter drill 13 months prior. In the news media, they even said it.
Said she was there, huh?
So she was there when they did the rehearsal. So why did she slip up? Or was it because that shooter didn't have the same shoes on? One of them had Vans and one of them had black and yellow shoes on. So somebody got to do some explaining there. But I will say this. Another thing that happened the other day, Bishop, I don't know if you watched 60 Minutes. You might have, you might didn't. But they brought on Marjorie Taylor Greene. She had with Leslie Stahl. Leslie Stahl famously had an interview with Donald Trump when Donald Trump told her about the Hunter Biden laptop. And she said, we're not allowed to speak unverified information. Well, Leslie Stahl had Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Marjorie Taylor Greene told the Democratic Party supports pedophiles. She was like, sexually grooming children is pedophilia. So the cackling hens on the View, Sonny Hops and them said the daggone they shouldn't bring her on the show. Leslie Stahl, you're a respectable journalist, but you don't give people like her a platform because people will start listening to that. Well, then they said that. Then one of them said that sex has nothing to do with gender. Gender is about who you are. Sex has nothing to do with gender. I said that's what one of them said on the View. I'm just telling you what he said. She said she's so dumb she don't know what sex and gender is. Well, Bishop, I thought that gender mean whether you're male or female. Well, isn't that? The sex that you were born.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Either you're born male or female, that's your gender.
So they're trying to differentiate the act. They're trying to act like this is not what's happening. Yeah, Trump is actually going to speak at 8:15 tonight too.
Yeah, I want to hear that too.
But they're sending a message to me and you that they can shut someone with power and trunk. They can shut us up as well. Well, brother, they trying to shut us up right now on this app, brother.
That's a good point.
Oh yeah, they can shut him up. They can shut us up. Sure enough. They can try anyway.
But my thing is, I don't like this DA, and I'm gonna tell you why. See, when it's rain, it's smoke, it's fire. Got tornadoes going all around the U.S. And you got this guy, right? I don't like him because what he's doing. See, I always say when they put black man to do something like that, you better believe they got something else. And if it don't work, you know they're going to ask him anyway.
Oh, yeah.
See, I had to look up Eric Adams, the mayor of New York. I had to go see who's funneling him. A lot of his donations are coming from sports betting and casinos. So I tell you what the state of New York can be by 2025 if they got him, if that's who's backing him. Sports betting and casinos.
Didn't they do that? And they were trying to do that. You was talking about in Virginia not too long ago. They wanted to do that, build a casino out there or something.
We just got a new casino 2 months ago in Portsmouth.
What's up? What's up with all these? Like, see, they know that's gonna bring money. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to make another one. They're trying to make another one in Petersburg, but Petersburg don't really have no economy down there. But what they're gonna do is they're gonna probably talk about giving the jobs to the locals, probably build some apartments up, and then build a casino down there. Something they voting on it right now. So they trying to do that. Speaking of down here in Virginia, we had Antifa bust up in a meeting at VCU, the college down here, about because they were protesting abortion. No, they were protesting a pro-life group on campus. They bust up in the meeting. Took security like 30 minutes to get down there.
But see, them cats is becoming, it's like controlled opposition with the crisis actors. You know what I mean? That's what they be. But I just think this whole thing is a big distraction, man. That Saudi Arabia, these countries then to join BRICS, so it's over with. You know what I'm saying? This US dollar is not going to be backed by any kind of oil no more. So that's not going to be good. So, because that's really the value that it had left, this dollar was, you know what I'm saying, it'd be backed by the fact that it was backed by oil. Now it's not good. It's not a good thing. And see, people don't know because the mainstream media is not pushing this like how they should be pushing it or breaking this down how it should be broke down. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that it's not important.
Frank, do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Pull up 60 Minutes Marjorie Taylor Greene interview with Leslie Stahl. Just get to that part about the pedophile thing. Just pull it up, play a short clip of it.
All right. The full interview or what?
You might not want to pull the full interview up.
Okay, it's 10 minutes right here of it.
Yeah, play. Yeah, get it. If you can, listen to it, pull it up, and I'll guide you through it because you got to find that part where talking about the pedophilia. Matter of fact, don't do it on yours. You know why? Because I don't know. They flagged me for something today. So hold on for a minute. Don't you do it. Let me do it. I'm gonna do it with the phone so you can hear it. All right?
Yeah.
So I don't want them to try to, do nothing crazy. They like some breathing hyenas on us right now.
Remember heartwarming ads. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance, here's a touching moment. Liberty Mutual? It's perfect. Only pay for what you need. Liberty. Fuel up with the Wawa app and get 15 cents off per gallon. It's so easy. Just select your pump.
It's rare for a member of the House of Representatives to become well-known nationally, especially styled yourself after Donald Trump. People say that you are Trump in high heels.
I didn't intentionally style myself after President Trump, but I can see how people draw those similarities. We both come from the same industry, construction. I also have pretty much a plain speaking style, and so does he.
But also, he's...
Now, let me say something about that. You heard her say her and Trump come from the same industry, construction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't that tell you something right there, the daggone... What a Trump, businessman about talking about construction, building, real estate. She kind of told you what she about, just right there.
Right,
Right.
Often in attack mode and a close advisor to Kevin McCarthy. After MTG helped him win the speakership, well, wait a minute. Trump is as much responsible
I said
for that
everybody.
as any.
Everybody, Republicans, Democrats. Okay. It was all before I got here.
Would you be willing to vote for compromise? In other words, raise some
So I
taxes.
hear that?
I don't think we have a revenue problem in Washington. We have a spending problem.
You know something? That's glib. That's glib. What does that mean? The two sides have to come together and hammer it out.
Cut spending.
Both sides.
Both sides need to cut spending.
Where you want to cut it?
COVID bailout money and a lot of green energy spending.
But are you willing to let us go into default?
No, I've always said I wouldn't do that.
So would you compromise?
It depends.
On taxes. You won't.
No,
You
I'm
won't.
not raising taxes.
Green complains that the news media harp on things she did in the past, like, as in this video, chasing after a survivor of the Parkland, Florida school shooting.
Well, if school zones were protected with security guards with guns, there would be no mass shootings at schools.
And things she says that are over the top, like the Democrats are a party of pedophiles.
I would definitely say so. They support grooming children.
They are not pedophiles. Why would you say that?
Democrats support, even Joe Biden, the president himself, supports children being sexualized and having transgender surgeries. Sexualizing children is what pedophiles do to children.
Okay, but my question really is, can't you fight for what you believe in without all that name calling and without the personal attacks?
Well, I would ask the same question to the other side, because all they've done is call me names and insult me nonstop since I've been here, Leslie. They call me racist. They call me anti-Semitic, which is not true. I'm not calling anyone names. I'm calling out the truth, basically. Pedophile, call it what it is.
She also still calls the 2020 election stolen, as she made clear in February.
I'm going to tell you, there was blatant outright fraud in the 2020 election. Complete and total fraud, you know it. I come home as often as I can when we're not in session.
Born and raised in Georgia, she now lives in an upscale section of her home district.
So what I'm saying is, if you realize, daggone, they talked about the pedophile thing, but you realize they cut it off. See what I'm saying? They won't talk about that part. She said grooming children is pedophilia. Well, sound like it to me. I mean, what do y'all say? What do y'all say? I'm just asking.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if you don't, it's about as close as pedophilia that I would like to see. I mean, you're grooming young children once again in this sexual. This is too much sexual environment, too much personal stuff that is being allowed and being endorsed. A 5-year-old should not be able to determine what sex he or she is going to be, and for parents to support them in that. A little boy wearing a dress does not necessarily mean he thinks himself a girl. A girl that plays with cap guns does not mean that she thinks herself a boy. But they look at these things and say, "Oh, look, the boy likes to dress in his mother's heels. Therefore, he really is a girl, a frustrated girl that's trying to come out. A girl plays with G.I. Joe soldiers. All of a sudden, she must be really a boy inside because the girls don't like G.I. Joe. What? I mean, that's so stupid. So you're going to now say that because your little boy likes to wear his mother's high heels, she's a frustrated little girl trapped in a boy's body, and a girl that likes G.I. Joe and playing with trucks, she's really a frustrated boy trapped in a girl's body? Because that's all a little 5-year-old is thinking about. He ain't thinking about no having sex with nobody and know what a penis is other than going to the bathroom. That's all he knows a penis does. He knows nothing about nothing else a penis does but pee. So this idea that all of a sudden they're sophisticated, know all about the subtleties of sexuality. At 5 years old, they can make that determination. 3 years old, and the mothers and fathers jump on the bandwagon and support it and get these little kids really mutilated. That's what I call it, mutilation. Cutting off my penis is mutilation. Cutting away my vagina and inserting it with a penis is mutilation. That's how I look at it. There's nothing redeemable about this. There's nothing noteworthy about this. nothing heroic about this. When you stand for the wrong, to me, that's nothing heroic about being wrong. I don't equate that as being the right thing to do.
And Democrat or Republican, neither one has anything to do with it, you know. So you see how so they make it political. I mean, they'll have a situation like that, and you question it, and then they make it seem like you're making it political. But it seems like they get away with stuff like that because it's political, because they're political. I don't know, political. This is weird, but they make it political. The fact that they try to say that by sticking up for it and trying to say that it's their right, and they try to make it seem like they're not pushing it on the kids by trying to make it seem like the kids made their own decision to be like that. It's like, man, the little kids don't even know what they want to eat for dinner, dude. You know what I'm saying? The little kids don't even know their shapes and damn colors, man. What the hell? You know what I'm saying?
But they're wise enough to determine whether they're a boy or a girl.
Right.
And the parents are so dumb, they think because little Johnny likes to play with doll babies and little Mary likes to play with G.I. Joe, that's proof that they really are frustrated in the bodies they're in and need to be transformed, because that's what I call it, mutilated into becoming something they're not. Come on now, come on. I used to like playing jacks. That means I'm a frustrated little girl. My mother used to be a tomboy. She liked climbing trees and other things. She told me stories about that. That means she's a frustrated boy. What? How do you get these things all twisted and turned to mean something that they're not? You can change somebody's anatomy. You cannot change anyone's genetics. If you're born a male, that's what you're going to stay to the day you die. I don't. You can cut off the penis. You can shave off the beard. You can clean the underarms and even the pubic hairs. No matter what you try to do, insert breasts and all the rest of that good stuff. But if you're born a male, your genetics stay a male to the day you die. The same with females. They're going to be a female to the day they die. You can insert a penis all you want to. You can insert the scrotum and everything else that a man has. Insert hormones that make them hairy now. But when it's all said and done, when they die and they look at their DNA, they will see that person is a girl or that person is a male or female. It does not matter what you do to the body. What you are born as being, like Bernard was just saying, your genetics is eternal. Your genetics is stationary. Your genetics does not change. You can change the anatomy, but you can't change the genes.
You can't change the genes.
You can't change the genes.
Mm.
A guy can put on a dress and a girl can change a gene, but you can't change the genes.
That's so true. That's so true.
The trainers are the new school shooters. Yes.
But see, the thing is, somebody, I don't want to say their names or nothing, but there's some YouTubers, they be like, I mean, you can have your different opinion about the school shooting. So I'm not going to try to say that, since you do, you know, try to criticize you for, you know, if you have a different, but see, the thing is with that, we can't, you know, as you so-called like a journalist or whatever, a YouTube blogger, whatever you want to call it, you have to have an open mind. You can't like just report, just because the mainstream media reports something, you can't just jump on it and just, you know, report it to your followers or how, you know, I don't think that makes, I don't know. I mean, it's just like, why would you want to report the same perspective, you know what I'm saying, that the mainstream media is reporting on? I think that's kind of like, I'm gonna give you a different perspective. I'm gonna give you the truth too, and I'm gonna give you some facts that the news isn't gonna give you. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Why would you listen or regurgitate anything that the news or the media is telling you when they just come with a different narrative every time? They're gonna hold out key information and they're gonna hit you with words like allegedly. You know what I'm saying? If this person really shot, why would y'all say allegedly? Because that's what they said about the person allegedly. Who says allegedly when you know for a fact that the person is a suspect, right? Come on, man. Like words like that, and then you know, 3 kids, you know, 3 adults, 33 is just the numerology in it. You see what I'm saying? The date, the fact that a year ago before that, you see what I'm saying, there was an active shooter drill. The fact that the person had 2 different pairs of shoes on and 2 different you know what I'm saying, camera feeds. So what does that tell you? You know what I'm saying? That I mean, I'm coming to the conclusion that was from the that all that footage and no kids. Where was the kids and the teachers hiding at? And they're talking about 3 kids got killed. And okay, where was you? I mean, no, you know, you didn't see no blood. You didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing on the person's clothes. You didn't see. It was weird. It's like you didn't see nobody in the building, but yet 3 kids got shot and 3 adults got shot. Okay, you didn't hear no screams. You didn't hear no noise. In the video, if y'all noticed, you didn't hear none of that. You know what I'm saying? How come you didn't hear nobody screaming? Why didn't you hear the guns go off? Like, you know, it's just. This just sounds like an active shooter drill, man. They're playing you the active shooter drill footage, and then they're making it seem like this is a real event. That's what that is. That's how I take it, man. I don't know how y'all look. You know what I'm saying? It makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. That's what they do in a lot of these scenarios. But see, that's crazy because that's how you know they did that, because I haven't seen what's his name in the one of these active shooter, mass shootings or whatever you want to call them. I haven't really seen hardly any that has actual camera footage. Most of them don't have no camera footage. You see what I'm saying? It's just your word, or you know, it's their word. You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta believe their word. You know, this is their side of the story. So this is a different perspective. You see what I'm saying? You're actually seeing camera footage. So it just looked like to me.
Oh, they said I was looking for. I've been looking down to give you a good one to read. They said the Nashville police officer, they rushed in and faced school shooter spoke out today. But that's not okay. Nashville police. Yeah, I'm gonna play this one for you. That's it.
Tomorrow,
This just came out today.
Yeah. How the hell you gonna get Michael? Do I think you're crazy? Are you
All right,
trying to your career?
Frank, you about to get a laugh. I know you are.
Rated R in theaters everywhere tomorrow. This week revealed yesterday that the shooter who killed 6 people inside a Christian school last week fired 152 rounds. They also said that 28-year-old Audrey Hale had planned that attack for months, keeping detailed journals, even studying the crimes of other mass murderers. Officials have yet to reveal a motive for that attack. But meanwhile, Republican state
That's a
lawmakers
boy.
in Tennessee are now moving to expel 3 Democrats who took part in a gun rights protest at the state capitol after the shooting. All 3 Democrats have been stripped of their committee assignments. Resolutions have been filed accusing them of taking part in disorderly behavior. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every
All right.
weekday.
That's what I want to tell you. So what I'm saying, they say this shooter fired 152 rounds. That's a whole lot of rounds, Frank.
That's what I'm saying. You didn't hear nothing on the video, man. Where in that video, that whole video, where in that video did you hear any
on,
gunshots?
Frank,
You know what I'm
stop,
saying? Like, seriously, man. Shaq, peace. What up, man?
Hey,
Peace. What's going on,
they
gentlemen?
fired 152 rounds.
Come on, bitch.
They don't know.
Daggone. Where the blood at?
That's what I'm saying. It's like we're
Mad carnage.
that's what I'm saying. But we're in that whole, and then you didn't see no kids or nobody on that video. Where was everybody at then? For that person
I
to
saw the
shoot,
shooter walking around.
you just see the shooter.
And that looked like a boy.
That's what I'm saying. And then the thing is, look, I think that was footage from the active shooter drill. Though I'm sorry, because it's like, and then because remember the reporter said that they was in a spring. Remember the journalist said they was on winter break, so no kids were even in school when they filmed the active shooter. That make sense? That's why you didn't see no kids or no. Does that make sense?
Just pull it up. Look at the video. I can't. It was too light on my phone to see it. What's up, Shaq?
You know what, Frank? You might be on to. They might have been on spring break.
Yeah,
Come and think about it.
Yeah, because
Hold on.
that's what she said. The winter break. They was on winter break. That's what the lady said. Remember on that video we was on, and they said one of the reporters said that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like, and then the reporter said, "Oh, I was there." One of the reporters said she was there. It's just like, why would a reporter be there? You know, at an active shooter drill, like, was she reporting on the shit or was she there personally? Like, what was she doing there? And then what was old girl from Sabrina the Teenage Witch? One of the actresses, Melissa Joan Hart, she was there. Why we got actors and actresses there? You know, I mean, it makes you think, like, because you never know when an actor is out of character, in character still, you know? It's like, if you think about it, that's why it's, you know what I'm saying? Is it just me or what? It's like, just like a cop, you know, you never know when they're still on or off duty because it could be, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
All Pioneer been kind of cold in Tennessee lately in certain places. They had like a 20-degree day, brother. But
yeah, but no, I'm saying last year when they filmed the active shooter stuff, they said they were on winter break, but that explains why there was no kids or nobody in the classrooms. In the footage they just showed us, that they basically showing you something from the active shooter. I'm telling you, man, it's not. But see, they know that we're not gonna break it down like that. You know what I mean? But they're giving you all the clues right there. You don't hear no gunshots. Well, you don't hear no gunshots in the video. You don't see no blood on the guy, girl, whatever it is. You don't see no blood on the shoes. Different pairs of shoes and do 2 different pairs of camera feed. You know what I'm saying? Photos. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, and if that's the case,
no, Frank, pull up that video right quick. I'm gonna show you something. Look at that video. Just pull up the last message I sent you. Bishop, take a look at this. That look like a man holding that gun to me.
are we gonna have to fair use this man? Okay, fair use, 1976, section 107. This is for fair use. Report on this video for fair use purposes. So this gives me fair use to report this video for commentary purposes, educational purposes, or criticism purposes. All right, so we're gonna play this right now. Yeah, man, this is wild, man.
It's revealed yesterday that the shooter who killed 6 people inside a Christian school last week fired 152 rounds. They also said that 28-year-old Audrey Hale had planned that attack for months, keeping detailed journals, even studying the crimes of other mass murderers. Officials have yet to reveal a motive for that attack. But meanwhile, Republican state lawmakers in Tennessee are now moving to expel 3 Democrats who took part in a gun rights protest at the state capitol after the shooting. All 3 Democrats have been stripped of their committee assignments. Resolutions have been filed accusing them of taking part in disorderly behavior.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.
During the Trump administration, which
Ain't that something?
very well lead under the Biden administration's leadership to an all-out nuclear World War III to happen. We're not very far away from
I mean, and they're talking about she planned. See, that's the same old thing. They say, oh, she planned. They plan to do something like as if, you know what I mean? Like that's the same scenario. They always got to say that they planned this to try to, you know, for us to go along with that scenario, you know. Like, oh man, you know, this is like, oh no, this wasn't a staged event because this person planned it. This, you know what I'm saying? It can't be this because it's that. You know, that's the narrative that they're throwing out. You know, that's all that is. But I mean, it's just like, you know, the evidence speaks for itself, man. Nobody got, you know. And then the thing is, you know, you just see the shooter, that's it. And it's just like, you don't hear no gunshots. You don't hear no, it's just weird. You know what I'm saying? How come you don't hear no, anything on the video? You see what I'm saying? None of the cops have blood on them. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just the same old, man. You know, but this look, you got to look at the numbers, man, the numerology and the numbers and this type of stuff. You know, they always try to provide us the motive. You know what I'm saying? Because it's scripted. That's what they do. They give you a motive of something that they made up, you know, to make it seem believable. But like you said, it does look like a boy, man. It's just, I don't know, man. But
I told you, I looked at it.
We're gonna keep falling for it, though. We're gonna keep falling for this type of stuff every time, you know. It's just like
this is kind of interesting, isn't it? Maybe he might be doing something more, but he's on. But yeah, Shaq, that's just kind of interesting, Shaq, the dag on that video I just showing y'all how crazy it is.
yeah, and then you know, the fact that, you know, they're just giving you a scenario, man. That's what they, you know, they gonna give you giving you a scenario for something that they planned out. You know what I'm saying? Something that's a hoax. You know, I mean, it just seems like they gave us the active shooter footage. That's what it seems like to me. I don't know. And then when you got to think of like this, where's the cameras? So that was just the footage that they were showing us from the cop's body cam. Where's the cameras at though? Does that make sense?
It don't make sense.
Where's the school cameras at? Because I know they got cameras in the schools, the hallways somewhere, right? Doesn't that make you question, make you think like, okay, so we're just gonna get the police's perspective, their side, their angles, and that's it. You know what I mean? What y'all think? Shaq, what you think, man?
What do you think, Shaq? Shaq.
Yep. I hear you.
What you think?
Oh shit, man. Come on, man. I told you, just like the video game, man. They you know, set up just like the video game. The whole layout. It's just like COD, Call of Duty. You know.
Leading the charge was President
Listen to this.
Biden, who released this frankly absurd statement where he said, "Transgender Americans shape our nation's soul. Proudly serving in the military, curing deadly diseases, holding elected office, running thriving businesses, fighting for justice, raising families, and much more." And White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre was also eager to express support and solidarity, not with the Christian community that had just been attacked, but with the trans community.
It is shameful.
Hold on. Whoa.
And
Hold on.
go out to,
Why is it sympathetic to the trans if they the ones just did the attack?
they are under attack right now.
She said they are.
I don't
She
get
said they're under attack right now. But Biden said,
How if they the ones did the attack? If they the ones just committed a crime, one from their community just committed a crime, a heinous crime before.
Transgender shape the soul of the nation. That's what he said on Friday.
That lying son of a bitch.
On Transgender Day of Visibility. That was Friday. Transgender Day of Visibility. And the press secretary said the trans community is under attack right now. They actually told you they were not going to release the manifesto because they felt that it was going to cause blowback for the transgender community.
See, they setting up this civil war. They setting up a civil war coming. That's what they setting up. This with the centralizing bank thing, trying to change. I mean, you know, with the dollar and stuff, the economy.
They got a black girl right here who I guess they said she was a friend. She was a classmate of the Nashville shooter.
Is that the one that said that he sent her a text before minutes before?
Yeah, I guess the one
she called authorities
or something like that. Yeah,
she called authorities. She called authorities immediately. Why would you call authorities if you didn't know what the motherfucker was gonna do? The motherfucker just said, "All this will make sense soon." He sent you a text saying, "All this will make sense soon," or something like that. Why would you assume this? I mean, come on, man. All this shit be scripted, dog. And it's a poor script. It ain't even good.
Man. Frank.
What are they, a bishop?
That might be Bishop. That might be Bishop.
Yeah.
Bishop had a long day.
No, but yeah, man, it just be, I don't know, man. It should just be crazy though. Like,
I mean, but why would they be? Hold on, man. Why would they get in? Why? Oh, I don't understand how you gonna say they on attack when they the ones attacking motherfuckers. Now they taking up guns and arms and going to attack people. That's terrorist. That's terrorist behavior. That's domestic terrorism.
but see what
You
other
don't have a right to take up no arms and aggressively go harm people because of, even if somebody making fun of you, talking about you, or don't agree with your sexual identity or your political agenda, they don't give you the right to take arms up and do that. How's that legal? How's that? You know what I mean? You can, come on, man. Make sense of that, man.
Well, they get to say, hey, the trainers get to daggone do what they got to do, brother.
But food, and that's why the government setting up, its administration set up a bad precedent, because you let any and every people do stuff. You letting illegals. This whole administration is a criminal administration. First of all, y'all trying to make Trump criminal, okay, but y'all doing criminal shit because y'all are what? Y'all are accomplice to criminal activity, and you first of all, you're allowing illegal immigrants to illegally cross federal border lines, was a federal crime, right? You're a co-conspirator in that. First of all, are you saying, oh, it's okay for illegals to come in, get in these areas and work and stuff like that illegally? You know what I mean?
Right.
Then you saying, hey, trans and gays, they can commit crimes, but we're not gonna be tough on them when they commit crimes. We actually are gonna, you know what I mean? So you in agreement to one demographic of people committing crimes and getting away with it.
Just because they're that group, they're that group of people. Just because they're that group of people, you know, you're making it to where they, you know what I'm saying? You're giving them a pass. Like, that shit is crazy, man.
Now you allow them to commit crimes with no repercussions.
But see, let it be somebody, let it be us though. You know what I mean? It's just, and see, they're just basically showing and letting people know in other countries, and just, you know, just basically you know, sending that message that, you know, they're willing to do for certain people. And I know too, these people are paying them too. You know what I'm saying? Because these groups, you know, this could be the lobbyists, they could be the special interests and shit. They could be gay and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And be for those values. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, and then you already know that a lot of these Democrats is for that too and stuff. These alternative lifestyles, and that's what that liberal stuff be meaning, man. It's like that new age shit. You know what I'm saying? New, you know, it's crazy, man.
Lawlessness. It's about if we say liberalism, but see they stole that idea too, Frank. They stole that model of being liberal. It's more of, they want to have a lawlessness of what's the name, society. They want to be able to do what the hell they want to do with no repercussions. You know what I mean?
I mean,
be above the law, go outside the law.
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
And see, all they got to do is point at Trump for it and blame him, or blame the Republicans. That's all they got to do, and they get it. They good.
Because even with the Asian, man, they didn't wrote them off. Now we ain't saying it was law, but it's probably an act of executive order, I guess. You know what I mean? But even them, man, we know. I mean, hey, allegedly, some of them partake in, you know, lascivious things. You know, supposedly, allegedly, you know, sex trafficking. You know, well, I ain't gonna say sex trafficking, but I'm gonna say sex work. You know what I mean? They get away with that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let me pull this up. I'm gonna put it up like this. You got to.
Everyone deserves
I'm about to skim through it.
having fun. Introducing the Silver Pass.
I want you to hear what they're saying.
President Biden pleaded with Congress to take action after the latest school shooting tragedy in Nashville. And so far, they've responded by digging in behind party lines. Take a look.
Why not ban AR-15s? Why not talk about the real issue facing this country in regards to this shooting, which would be mental health?
Today, I will introduce a resolution explicitly condemning this massacre as the hate crime that it is and calling upon this body to condemn hateful rhetoric that leads to violence.
Okay. I mean, look, some people are using this as an excuse to demonize the transgender community. I mean, crazy stuff. So is this once again, are we just weeing in the wind?
Well, first and foremost, I really want to praise the officers who charged into the building, shots being fired, Rex Engelbert and Michael Collazo. We saw a bravery that unfortunately we didn't see in places like Uvalde. So I just want to thank them for the countless lives that they potentially saved.
All right, let's talk about that.
They keep using that.
A year to the Uvalde thing. Did the Uvalde thing happen a year ago?
They keep using that as a measuring point, Bernard. Oh, we did it better. Oh, we're gonna use this. We're gonna use this as a training model for everybody else.
I like that.
Get the hell out of here, man.
Right, that's what. Yep.
But they ain't never one of them didn't condemn the shooter. What's she talking about? Oh, this is a method to go against the transgender. No, it was a transgender that did this crime. It should have been a hate crime against a Christian, which is a religious institution, and people of other sexual beliefs. That was a direct target. Those are direct targets. Then those are direct targets. Come on, man.
Why are we listening to women talk? But I'm letting them dig their own grave. Let me let them continue because I show you.
It's so frustrating. The vast majority of this country wants to see something done. They may disagree on what solving this looks like, but I do think something is important as the facts have started to emerge from this case. It confirms, once again, that in a mass shooting, this person was struggling with mental health issues. Again, advocate for this with mental health. I don't ever want to stigmatize it, but two things need to happen when these crimes are committed. There needs to be a gun that shouldn't have been accessed, and there's somebody who is struggling with the mental health. Sane people do not go and mow down children. So how can I'm a Republican sitting here willing to have a conversation about what we can do to make it harder to get weapons in the hands of people who want to do crimes, but you can't just do one side of this. And I'm worried that people are just going to go back into the corners. The left says it's just about the guns. The right says, which by the way, Joe Biden doesn't say that. He acknowledges mental illness is a big factor. And then the right says it's just about mental illness. We owe it to our children to come together and solve this.
Okay, so then last September, 205 Republicans voted against a bill to expand school mental health services. So what can we deduce from this? That the Republicans are not interested in solving the problem. So how do we correct that? Don't vote for Republicans.
Oh my!
They got hold on. So they having a whole They having a whole Democratic debate. That was a whole Democratic debate right there.
Well, the girl claims she's Republican talking, but I can't tell it. She's just talking shit.
But see, why would you tell people not to vote for? Why would you? Shouldn't it be their choice? Why are you coerce? Why are you? See, you're using your platform and your image, and your
Hey, they call it the view, but they don't have no view on one side.
And they know that these women that watch that show are very emotional, and they don't have no logic or no kind of common sense anyway. So they're gonna go and jump and run with that because that made them feel some kind of way. And this school shooting made them feel some kind of way, even though they probably don't take care of their damn kids, their damn self, because they're probably one of them parents that just leave, give their kids tablets and the phones and just tell them to go, go in the corner and be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Get out their face. So, the real thing is this, man. You know what I'm saying? That show.
I was in the store today, man. I was looking at the little kid child, man. Daggone. Little child started making some noise. He go take this daggone phone and be quiet.
Yep. I'm telling you. They goes on into teens, into adulthood, man. It's like, and see, but see, you shouldn't, you're using your platform, man, that's the thing. That's the reason why we have this Democrat Republican. That's why people be so brainwashed into both parties anyway, because you got people like this using their platform to advertise for one of them and to bash the other one. You see what I'm saying on national TV. That's why you got people so brainwashed in either one of these two parties anyway. Because it's just
All
like.
right. Let me let it continue. Hold on.
Decade, that got a tremendous amount of Republican support in the Senate. Senate Republicans, who I tend to be more of adults, do seem like there's some energy to
Really? Lindsey Graham is a senator and says, I don't know if there's much space to do more, but I'll certainly look and see.
Right after a school shooting, we talk about politicizing it. Guns were politicized a long time ago. And I think the conversation here is good faith on people that come out afterwards and say something's got to be done, especially when it comes to, you cannot argue that one part of this equation has to be these, they're all grouped as one AR-15s. Reason being, when you look at the history of this weapon, it was never meant to be in the hands of civilians. It was a military rifle to replace World War II weapons, to kill fast and easy. Its one purpose is to kill. And so when I look at this conversation, you follow the money, right, Joy? Yeah. So over tens of millions of dollars is given to the NRA from the gun industry. So the ammunition, the guns, these AR-15 style rifles are the most expensive ones compared to handguns. So they don't mean is to sell those lesser guns doesn't bring in the dollars for these companies. So the NRA is funded by these tens of millions and DC is funded by the NRA. So no one wants to talk about that conversation because it would be a reduction in profit. So I think the two conversations, you're making a good point, would be agreeing that during that time where there was this AR-15 assault rifle ban,
I'm not feeling it, brother, but guess what?
40%. Yeah, which is a huge number. And if there's any
I'm just letting them dig themselves a hole talking about the training.
Sides, because I do think mental health is a big problem. I think it's
they done moved past that. You see they try to move past that.
But I do think these assault.
You notice they only talk about mental health when it's some white people, some European people doing something.
And when they commit crimes, Jewish people, when they commit crimes, it's mental health.
Hold on, mental illness. Hold on.
They are more likely to be the victims of crime than be criminals. That is a fact, and it has been studied in this country for over 60 years.
What she just say?
I'm so sick of people.
You heard what she said. That's what I was trying to say. She said that she got people mentally ill, people in the family. Mentally ill people will be the victims of crime more than perpetrating the crime. That's what she just said. So basically, just letting you know what she told you, the trans and the mentally ill, but they're going to be the victims more than perpetrators. That's what she just told you.
Yeah. We're talking about for 60 years.
So if that person is mentally ill, why was that person able to obtain 7 different firearms from 5 different gun stores and stuff in the area? And the doctor, and pretty much the person was up under doctor's orders. Doctor's supposed to be up under doctor's supervision for whatever was going on. Most likely probably was taking hormone, what's the name? Which that can cause what? An alternate in your brain, alternating the hormones. If your hormones is switching, you change your hormone puberty blockers, that's gonna seem mentally something's gonna be in your go on with your brain, Frank.
That's true.
You know what I mean? You're gonna be switching through emotions too. Unstable emotionally. Making irrational decisions. You know what I mean? But this person had to be confident enough to so-called map out, go to this place, load it up, load these firearms up, go to the destination and do what he did. First of all, purchasing the type of firearms. If that person was supposed to be mentally ill, why does he have that type of firearms in his possessions?
Yeah, because the background check, because they do background checks, and I don't see how that person passed the background check. Supposedly, right? Supposedly, even though this is all scripted and shit, man. That's a crisis actor like a motherfucker, man. You know what it is, dude.
They're gonna hang this up one more time.
Okay, I got something more to say with the gun thing.
People conveniently saying this is a mental health issue, or you can't look at this issue
Do you
without
think
mental health. This is an AR-15 style
do you think this
weapon
woman was, this
issue.
person was of sound mind? I don't think
That is
anyone
not the
online
point.
does something
The
like
point is,
But it is
if
because
she
it's
did
both
not
things
have
matter.
access to these weapons, those 3 9-year-olds would be in school
But
today.
she could have also had access to mental
It wasn't just 9, it was the fucking adults. What about the damn adults that got killed?
See, that lets you know it's scripted, man. That lets you know. Come on, bro.
They have a lot of mental
You're gonna
illness.
leave some out and talk about some and leave some out. If they're real victims,
But guess what?
the media knows scripted.
Okay, let's start with this. Let's start with this. The AR-15 style rifle needs to go. Period. It needs to go. You cannot hunt with it. There's nothing left after you've shot it. We all know what it does. Until that conversation can be had, nothing is going to happen. Exactly. That's the issue. The issue is that damn rifle. Get rid of that.
No, it's not.
No.
It don't matter.
You can shoot. You can do. What about a knife? You can kill motherfuckers with a knife.
Real issues. But as I
Regular
said,
handgun.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Just of
basically a
lately,
handgun.
hold on, but
AR is basically like a handgun.
just of lately, these AR-15s have been weapons. Before it was handguns. People were still, probably people get killed with more handguns than they do AR-15s, man. Come on, man, they got to stop.
Semi-automatic weapons. Semi-automatic. It's not even. You can't automatically fire it. It's not gonna fucking. As soon as you squeeze the trigger, you're gonna fire 10 rounds out. It doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? See, that's what they want you to think.
She's
You know what I'm
saying
saying?
specific to death.
Right.
That's what she said, specific to death. Now I'm looking at this thing from a different angle here. To me, this is a bunch of nonsense. But let me say this. While all that was going on, we had African nations, BRICS, and all that daggone talk. You realize these daggone cackling hens don't never talk about the fall of the U.S. dollar. They never talk about it. Why that? Because they want you to be distracted with trans rights and all that stuff. Look here, Shaq. I don't have nothing to do with the trans community. That ain't my focus. Okay? That ain't your focus. But, however, let's be real here. Whether women know it or not, you know, I was thinking about you the other day, Shaq, when I was with my nephew and I was riding. It was a nice, warm, well, decent Sunday afternoon. It was like 60-something degrees. But he started talking about, you know, this BBL thing. And then I looked up this BBL jumpsuit. Well, don't you think that daggone when a woman's wearing a BBL suit that she really undercoverly supporting the trans community, whether she subconsciously knows it or not?
Man,
Damn. Hey,
is that mental health? Is that a mental health issue?
So who's really mentally ill here?
What is BBL? What is a BBL suit? What is
I got my great aunt. My great aunt is 90-something years old. They think women crazy for putting eyelashes and wigs on their damn head. So who's mentally ill? Who's who?
Right.
Yeah, you're right, because even though those girls played their heart out, but some of these female athletes and stuff, basketball and maybe track and field, they be having these eyelashes and makeup on too. What you need that on? You playing a sport? Why y'all need eyelashes on?
I didn't know the woman Reese was under. I think she modeling in some Calvin Klein underwear and a bra or something. You gotta look at it. Well,
I did see her page. Yeah, her Instagram.
See,
yeah.
You already know what that is.
So, but look though, like somebody told me. I talked to the guy. He said he can't respect it. I said, why you can't respect it? He said, look, man. He said, didn't she? Because she said on the thing, this is for the girls that look like me. Well, he said, well, this is for the girls that look like you. Why you got that European long ass wig on there? That's what he told me. I mean, I'm just saying.
Hey, man.
But what I'm saying is, and then Biden, you know, Biden said, I want to bring the Caitlin Clark, the Iowa woman said, we don't need to go to the White House. We lost. But they were talking about possibly bringing the winner and the loser. That was a con game in itself. Okay? Shaq. No, Frank, better yet. Frank, you ain't never heard of bringing the loser to anything. You bring the winner. Why you bring both of teams, huh?
Right.
Then Jill Biden said the daggone she was at the game because they were passing Title X. Well, Title X daggone can't mean anything that y'all brought in 1972 because y'all done stole tight ass by letting trans participate in women's sports. So what you talking about? I'm waiting for a day that a transgender step on the daggone basketball court. Somebody joke and say that woman Caitlin Cox might be a damn transgender. I looked at that motherfucking neck. I looked at that motherfucking neck on that picture. I said, whoa. Frank, I said, whoa. Might got a strong neck. Shooting threes like Curry. I said, that might be a tranny. What the hell? But go ahead.
Damn, I'm about to say something. You said something about they bringing them both to the damn. I can't remember shit. Damn, I was about to say something. You said they wanted to bring both teams to the
They want to bring daggone Iowa, the loser, and the winner of LSU to the White House to meet with the Biden.
Right.
I thought that was the most ridiculous thing I ever saw in my life. Daggone, just bring the winners. As a matter of fact, if you don't want to go, don't go either.
But they're doing something because these are females too. We got to look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a white girl at the center of the controversy. So
that's what they've been pushing. Equal pay. My bad. They want the equal pay, and all inclusive pay. All this equal pay and all inclusive pay stuff.
Pay, man. You got WNBA players you got college women basketball players with NIL deals get proud of making more than WNBA players. What the hell?
Hell, you just got LeBron James' son Bronny. He just got an NIL deal for $7 million.
What did they tell you?
They just don't have. They gotta keep building. That's all I would say. They gotta keep building, man. You know what I'm saying? It's still fairly for a profitable bit. It ain't even profitable business yet. I don't even think they hit numbers for it to be considered profitable. To start paying motherfuckers, man, like that. You know what I mean? Don't nobody participate and go to them WNBA games, man. Don't nobody even know when the WNBA season start.
True.
I mean, just being honest. I respect their game. They play hard, they do their thing, but don't nobody know when the WNBA season starts and ends. It's not promoted. You know what I'm saying? It's not celebrated for real. I mean, the NCAA was celebrated more than the damn WNBA.
Right. That's true.
You know what I mean? But yeah.
It's just some symbolism, man.
Yeah, and Joe Biden, I mean, straight racist, man. Cause like I said, man, you honor them champs, man. Them girls, no matter what they upbringing, their background is, man. Them girls, they play their heart out. They go to one of the most reputable schools, and you know what I mean. Y'all, instead of them giving them they flowers and stuff and rewarded them for a great job they did on the floor, y'all bring up some controversy to overshadow that.
Right.
It happens all the time, man. So now they got to spend their time trying to, you know what I mean? They can't enjoy their damn championship.
Now, let's get to the final thing on this topic. Well, what will we do when that Babylon nation, the dollar has fallen? Will it be riots? Will it be protests? Will it be carnage? I think it'll be all three, plus more.
That's a good question.
I think it'll be carnage.
That ain't gonna be good, man.
All right.
And the government gonna try to, they're gonna try to don't be surprised if they're gonna try to, do the stimulus thing and
no
give people shit
did
again.
Did you see what McDonald's did yesterday to the employees, man?
What happened?
Shoot. They had laid people off, but they told them don't come to work. We're gonna lay you off virtually.
Damn.
Yeah. They said they're gonna get a layoff because they know people gonna lose these office jobs, man. They're gonna nut up and gonna throw a flame torch that motherfucker, blow that shit up. Have a Timothy McVeigh situation. They're working on it.
I can see that.
saw what France did. They raided every time, and them people was out there in them streets though. So we just gotta be careful.
And this is this is all connected to some kind of financial. You know what I'm saying? Like raising the how they did out there in France and stuff like that, man. That's tied to some kind of money, man, because your retirement, you see what I'm saying, and stuff like that, man. That's important. You see what I'm saying? Even out, the thing with the U.S. dollar, the dollar, man, not being, what I'm saying, possibly not going to be backed by any kind of oil, man. That's not good. You see what I'm saying? That's, and that leads to some kind of financial thing with everybody, man. So all these things are happening around the same time. You see what I'm saying? That are financially, that are going to cause financial issues, man. It's really interesting how this type of stuff is like, you know what I'm saying? That lets you know that there is a one world government already behind the curtain, and they're already talking about doing certain things and stuff to their people, like one by one, and it seems like it's happening, man. It's not a coincidence that these countries are going through things like that with their government trying to, put the smack down on them, man. That's not good. This is as soon as we link up with Mexico and Mexico and Canada, then, you know what I'm saying, we already are linked up with them, but that's going to be, you know what I'm saying, the American Union right there, man. The European Union already got a union, Asian Union got a union, so it's just like all of them come together, bam, But this is all by design too, though, man, They knew the shutdown, the COVID, you know what I'm saying? All this was like happening years apart from each other, So.
But COVID made a lot of layoffs, laid off a lot of people, but made more billionaires. So that means they laid off people to make profits too.
Mm-hmm. Right. That makes sense. That's true.
And matter of fact, COVID is actually one of the weirdest ones, because you ever realize the thing about COVID? A lot of the time with this COVID thing, now listen to this now, Frank. Back in the day, they used to lay off the bottom line, right?
Right.
But you look at COVID, they doing it from the top. They're not doing it from the bottom. But like that. So basically, you still got your, I would say, groundsman worker in this place, but you're getting rid of your top execs. So you actually saving a whole lot of profit now.
Ooh.
Think about that. These are the executives that they laying off a lot of these positions now. This is not your regular worker. These are your execs.
Well, if you got AI that's doing clerical work for you, and the CPA work, and the HR work, and clerical work, you know what I mean? Hey, you know what I mean?
That's true. That's so true. They're doing it at the McDonald's. Amazon is doing it. With the cars. You heard about that? They got the cars that can drive themselves now and all this shit. And it's like, you know what I mean? It's
hey, you know what I saw today? I was at this apartment complex going down the street. I rode by there, I had to take a circle around the block. They put 2 electric charging stations in the apartment complex.
Oh yeah, they're trying to push that for that shit.
If you get a charging station, you do get a free grant. They're actually paying you to basically do it at gas and stuff like that. You got sheets up the street. They got 8 electric charging stations out there. Charge Tesla up or whatever.
So does that? Do they mean do they charge the tenants? Do they charge them? Does the electric bill go up?
It's like a government subsidy. It probably does, but it's like a government subsidy though.
Right. Government subsidy. Okay.
Yeah. It's like if you put a solar panel in your house, they'll give you a discount.
Right.
Yeah, but you're saying apartment complex though.
Yeah, I mean, these ain't no cheap apartments. These probably like $2,000, man.
Right. Shoot, what's his name? Disney laid off 7,000 people. You know, 7,000, man. All these tech companies, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but Bishop said he fell asleep and he has to go sit with his mother. He said, "Have a great night."
oh yeah,
So that's that. But nevertheless,
peace, but yeah,
we just have to be more vigilant and we have to be more watchful in these times. Things are not going to get better; they're only get worse. Don't let Joe Biden sit there and put that nose and that ear candy. Oh, I got it all together. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about nothing. No, this shit about to go down like hell in a handbasket. Get ready. Matter of fact, daggone, hey, might need some laughing gas. Because some people daggone wish they didn't laugh at us for telling them what was going to happen all along.
oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, but this thing with the dollar, man, this. But see, I mean, you gotta. That's how you gotta expect, man. I mean, you know, America, you know, in these other NATO countries, they trying to make. They made their moves and should be movers and shakers and all this. I mean, in these other countries, they doing the same, man. With the BRICS thing, it's like they're doing what's in their best interest. You see what I'm saying? Of their countries or them, you know what I mean? It's like, I mean, it's like, you know, but it's like the lamestream and like the people, you know what I'm saying, are just gonna give you one perspective of that, the negative. Oh, you know, but it's just like you know, they do, like I said, they're doing what's in their best interest, man. They're making money moves, they're making plays, you know. China, you know what I'm saying? All of them, you know what I'm saying? Brazil, you know. Russia, you know, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. It's political too, you know, on their side, you know, on their ends, you know, not just over here, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. But we have to be more vigilant and more smart about it. Now, that's all I'm gonna say. Be vigilant, smart, and watch it. Don't get caught out there in the crowd. Be very careful with this Trump stuff. You know, you got certain black people that feel good about it. And we got to understand, hey, those people, I would not be around right now because if something go down, your ass will be goddamn caught. You might not be able to explain what's going on. But with that being said, I got to run back out. But I'm glad you was available because I think I just used my backup channel I got. If that's even available, I got to find out how to link that back so we can get this thing rolling. I've even had they trying to keep me on the shelf. You know, they won't keep me shut up, but it's okay. So that being said, I'm glad that y'all, you know, got you, you know, we got this thing popping tonight. And I know you probably do a show later in the week. So support the brother Frank Nitty, Cash App Frank Jones 1. And actually I just happened to see that. And IG Frank Jones 8115 and support Shaq Edward Shaq Wilder as well. And I still got my channel King BJ Johnson up, but as you can see, y'all can watch my videos, but they're not letting me go live for some reason. So it is what it is. That's the rules they playing. That's the game.
You already know what that is, man.
That's the game they playing. So unfortunately, that's how they want to do it. So that being said, though, guys, we need to. Oh, wait a minute. Bishop got a show tomorrow night. Shoot.
Oh yeah.
Real talk with the G-Man.
Oh yeah, y'all make sure y'all support, man. Bishop Show. For sure. You know what I'm saying?
But what's the weather looking like out there in Cali, Frank?
I mean, it's like sunny, but like a you know, it's kind of sunny out here, man. Like
563-999-3705 tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yep. That's Bishop Scott G Man. Real talk with the G Man tomorrow evening. Yep. And the weather here was 84 today. So that being said, break bread, but y'all brothers, y'all take your time and have a great night and keep on pushing. Cause we can't turn back the hands of time. But everybody don't got to be caught up in the vortex at the end of time. So take your time.
All right, y'all. Peace
Man,
out.
I might have to get over Miss Laddie on her one day. Let her cook. All right. You about her, Frank?
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I'll holler.
What?
Peace.
Yeah, peace.